Now, this is an absolutely perfect campaign ad. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about an excellent campaign ad from Jerome Davison out there in Arizona. He's running for Congress, and he wants you to know that he is pro Second Amendment. Now, I don't know him, so this is not an endorsement. I'm talking about the campaign ad. This was fantastic. If he is anything like the campaign ad as far as his policies and his values, I say go out there and vote for him for sure. But again, this is not an endorsement. Now, if you want to see the full campaign ad without my commentary, the link, as always, will be in the description. But we're going to watch it right here. I've seen bits and pieces, but I've not seen the entire campaign ad. So you're going to get a live reaction from me. So let's check it out. This is on his Twitter, at Jerome with an N, no M, Jerome for Congress. And he says, make rifles great again with a flexing emoji. And then there's a website, JeromeForCongress.com, and a hashtag Jerome for Congress, and also hashtag 2A, hashtag self-defense. Let's check it out.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense, that no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic and all 30 rounds.
Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Can't say it no better myself. People don't really understand the way those kind of things work. It's like, okay, you got an AR-15, you got a quote-unquote weapon of mass destruction, weapon of war, all this and that. And they're saying, well, why do you need 30 rounds in the mag? First of all, because I want to, that's why. But second of all, sometimes you're faced with a situation where you're not just one-on-one. It's not just one guy with a gun and you have a gun, or one guy with a knife, you have a gun. It's not always like that. I've seen videos like in real life. That's just, obviously a campaign ad, and you're probably not going to see a group of Klan do that anymore in 2022. But I have seen real videos like on Ring cameras recently of 4, 5, 6 guys running into a house. Everybody has guns. Like I saw one video, it was crazy. I'm going to try to find that video. And if I can find it, I'll link to it in the box. But the video I saw, everybody was coming in the house fully extended with their weapon. And it was just one guy by himself. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys with a weapon and you're with the same weapon, you're at a disadvantage. They got the upper hand. However, if they have handguns, you have a rifle with 30 rounds in the mag, you have a fighting chance. If they have the same kind of rifle you have, you still got a fighting chance because you have multiple rounds. You can move around. It's more accurate. It just makes more sense. And the whole thing about AR-15s, just briefly, it's been demonized in the media. And I think the reason why they're demonizing it is because they know that when they talk about semi-automatic and whatnot, they're not talking about just that particular weapon. They're talking about all weapons. It's kind of a backdoor to get your regular handgun and everything else. Most shooting deaths in the country, as far as like crime, not just somebody killing themselves or self-defense, but most shooting deaths in the country happen with semi-automatic handguns, regular handguns. Unless you have a pump-action shotgun, a bolt-action rifle, or a revolver, your gun is semi-automatic. If it's magazine-fed, you cock the hammer, or you charge it, that is semi-automatic. I've seen some things on TV where they said fully semi-automatic. It's like, no, that's not how that works. Either it's fully automatic, semi-automatic, or manual, like a revolver or a shotgun with the pump action. It is what it is. But back to what I was saying, they want to talk about the AR-15 and they want to highlight cases of mass shootings to demonize that weapon. And when the weapon is not used in the mass shooting, they'll conveniently just omit that part. Oh, it was a high-powered weapon. It was a semi-automatic weapon. What kind of weapon was it? Was it an AR-15? Was it a handgun? Was it a regular, just a different kind of rifle? What was it? Sometimes they'll omit that because all they want you to do is focus on semi-automatic. So then when they try to ban AR-15s, if they're successful, then the next step would be other semi-automatic weapons, meaning handguns. They did that in Canada recently, actually. And then there was a whole big shootout like 2 weeks later at a bank robbery. How did that happen? Y'all banned not only magazines above 5 rounds for rifles in Canada, if I'm not mistaken, you also ban handguns. So if you can't buy guns in Canada, how was this big shootout with the police and armed robbers? Where did they get the guns from? How did they have the guns? It'd be the same thing over here in the States. And they want to compare us to Canada all the time. Canada is a little baby country. It's like 20 million people compared to our 325 plus million people, plus illegal aliens, random criminals from all over the world. We got all kind of stuff going on here that's not happening in other little hamlets and whatnot in Europe. And the frozen tundra called Canada is just different here in the States. Shout out to Jerome Davison. This video, of course, will be in the box. You want to go to his website, check him out. That'll be in the box. But the commercial was accurate, 100% accurate, because home invasions do happen. People get targeted. People get stalked. People, they have things happen to them. And you want to be to protect yourself, family, friends, loved ones, whoever. You know, anytime I go to an event down here in the South, I'm like right by Georgia. I'm in Tennessee. But whenever I go to an event, I never really fear anything. It could be, you know, thousands of people at an event. I'm cool. Why? Because everybody has guns. Okay, I was watching to kind of go off track a little bit. I was watching Instagram, and the rapper Waka Flocka was like, he was in, it might have been a Costco or some kind of grocery store, some kind of big box store, and he counted 7 people open carrying in the store, open, so he could actually see the weapon, not counting concealed carry. Now, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, if you see all like a dozen people open carrying and more probably concealed carrying, the chances of a mass shooting happening are very slim to none. I mean, it could start, but it'd end just as quickly. We saw that at the church. I forget where that was, but it was a church where this guy came in there acting crazy, tried to pull his gun out and start shooting, and then he got hit. I'm talking about point blank. Well, not point blank. The shot was like he got hit point blank, but it was from a distance. My man got sniped with a handgun. It was a marksman in there, hit him, boom, from like 200 yards away. A whole football field hit him, boom, dead in the head, and it was over with. That's how it usually happens. Okay, they pick soft targets. They go to places like Illinois, New York. They go to places with the toughest gun control or the highest crime, and then they prey upon innocent people. That's usually how that goes. And to prevent that, you can arm yourself. AR-15, shotgun, handgun, other kind of rifle, whatever you want. Okay? Now, I propose we should have hand grenades and things like that, but I don't want to get too crazy. I think the compromise we have right now, we can't have nukes and RPGs. All right, give me shotgun, handgun, rifle. I'm cool with that. Let's not go backward and try to restrict any of that, because if we do, it's going to be real dangerous, much more than it already is in the US of A. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this ad? Do you think that it was right on point? Was it kind of fanciful? Because, I mean, are the Klan going to come out right now, 2022, and attack you? I think not. I think that if the Klan, if you see the Klan right now, 2022, I can pretty much guarantee you they're going to be federales. All right. There might be 2 or 3 morons in there, about 5 teeth in the mouth combined. They might be part of the Klan nowadays, but the rest of the guys are going to be feds, trying to get you hemmed up, sent to the penitentiary for the rest of your natural life. You're 21 years old, you join the Klan, and you won't come home no more. They put you underground in Colorado somewhere where they forget about you, right? That's kind of what's going on with that. But the point of the commercial still stands. The point still stands. It could be dangerous in America. It sometimes in the world, it could be dangerous. But here we have the right to defend ourselves and our family and our loved ones and our property. We have that right to do that. Now, some parts of the country don't have that right, but where you do have it, we got to protect it. In Arizona, hey, that's one of those places, right? A lot of California refugees out there trying to escape the really strict laws and sometimes too loose laws of California. Come to Arizona, you're much better. All right. You're not going to have so much crime and violence happening in a place where people are armed, they're trained, they know how to protect themselves and do what needs to be done. So shout out to him. I enjoyed that commercial. If you know about Jerome Davis, if he's in your district, check him out. If you like him, vote for him. Again, this is not an endorsement. I don't know him. I've not talked to him at all, ever. I just saw that ad and I liked it. But check him out and see what he's about. And if you like him, vote for him. And that's pretty much what it is. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.